well, we're back. We got loaded in. We're ready to go. And we're gonna give a brief demonstration of good and bad matchups. Well, as brief as we can make it.
Correct.
So, the first thing I'm gonna do is demonstrate why you should never charge a heavy infantry unit into a ranged unit. So if you could pull
I can do my very heavy melee infantry.
No, I'm gonna charge one of my units into yours.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna charge my hoplites into your Balearic slingers, so just bring them out. To the center. We'll match up in the center. Turn on skirmish mode.
Cool.
So, if Dan is playing mine, this is the skirmish mode. Basically, it is if the enemy starts charging too close, they will run away. So, put on your open a little gap so that I can chase them through.
Oh yeah, you got it. I'm making a big gap so that they're not gonna.
Yeah. War dogs, by the way, are great for breaking up any enemy formations.
Yeah. Well, that's
they
cool.
They run under the pikes.
Oh.
Yep.
That's kind of intense.
And they're so cute.
I love the war dogs. They're so vicious and precious. All right.
I forget what their Latin name is. It's like Canis.
Canis kill
Belarus. Yeah, Canis Terminatoris.
Alright.
Decimatius Eradicatius. Alright.
Vicious.
Yes. Alright, so turn your fire at will on, and then I'll start charging you. So, watch. Skirmish mode's on, right?
Yep.
Alright. So, they're gonna start shooting. Doesn't do anything to my guys because they're heavily armored. And now they're just gonna run away. And look, they are so much faster. My guys are charging. They're just gonna get exhausted. Run, 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 run. I'll never ever catch them. Alright, I'm gonna stop.
Alright.
Turn off your fire at will.
My fire at will's off.
Alright, so you can see why you never want to charge your heavy infantry into a very light missile infantry. If you have very light infantry, you can charge them in. Give me 1 second. Keep those guys out. So, these are peltists. These are kind of like a just shy of being melee infantry. They're still ranged units, but they have very excellent melee attack for a ranged unit, because you know javelin men are 8, archers are 8, slingers are an 8. These guys are an 18.
Oh.
So, and Macedon has a unit called the Royal Peltists, who are line infantry but also ranged units. And so when I want to get real cheeky and just build like an absolute tank of a military, I build a pike Royal Peltist combo army, and it's just disgusting.
Nice.
Alright, so I'm not going to have... They are going to shoot at you, but I'm going to lock toggle melee mode, so they shouldn't shoot at your guys, but I'm going to charge them.
Okay. Alright, my fire at will is about to go on.
Oh no, turn off your fire at will.
Okay.
I'm just going to run them towards you.
Oh,
and
okay.
like through you. And so that way they're not going to shoot you, but your guys will retreat still. So your guys should turn and run. You see, they can keep pace now. Because these are light missile infantry. chasing very light missile infantry. So they're still a little bit slower, but they can keep up. They won't tire out as fast. So if you can charge your very light into a light unit, you're good to go. Alright. Same thing goes for Cav. Bring out your... We'll go with... Do you have any medium? No, you don't. Okay. Pull out your Praetorian Cav.
Swift riders at your command. We await your command. Ready and waiting. Happy to serve Rome.
And we're gonna actually run them a little bit differently. We're gonna pull them, so pull them to the middle, and you're gonna run to your left. I'm just gonna chase you. So you'll see how I'm setting them up in the middle.
Yep.
Set up on the other side of me. Either side, I'll just change it.
Oh, okay. I'll go over to the on your right side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you where to put them based on your viewpoint, so it doesn't get too confusing.
Yeah.
Alright. We can just race these, actually. We don't even have to have them charge each other. So line up so you're even with me. I'll pull them up so I'm closer to yours. And turn them so they're facing towards your general's bodyguard.
Yep. I'm gonna put them on...
Don't put them that close, they'll start fighting.
Yeah, my bad.
It's okay. Alright. So.
About here.
So you see those bushes?
Yep.
So just have them run past the bushes, and the first unit to cross, I'll mark it on my screen. You won't be able to see it, but the first unit to cross this line that I'm drawing on my screen is the unit that wins. And this is just going to demonstrate why charging light cavalry into a heavy cavalry unit might be useful. So, ready? We'll start it on 1 from a 3 countdown.
All right.
Just click anywhere past the green bushes.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh no, they went slow.
We can redo it, but you can see how much faster they are, even with it. Like they're just gapping them. Just keep them running, and we'll just see how big of a gap it gets.
Yep.
All right. So we're good. You know, they're just so much faster. So have that unit run. We're gonna do a little bit of a smush. All right. So we're gonna actually have these guys fight, so I can demonstrate a quick tactic. So run your guys away when I tell you to. I'm gonna. This is kind of like a universal tactic for trying to slow down faster units with a lighter unit, so your heavy unit can come in and finish the kill. So we got a very heavy melee cavalry and a very heavy melee cavalry. My weapon damage is higher. Rome isn't known for cav. They have terrible.
Correct.
Cav. So start running your Praetorian cavalry away. Doesn't matter which direction, just preferably away from your line, or not into it at least. So you're running away now. I'll let you get a little bit of a head start, and then I'm going to send my heavy cav and my Sarissa cav.
All right.
So you see how much faster my Sarissa cav are. They're gapping
Holy
my
cow.
Aspis companion cavalry, and they're closing on you. So what I'll try not to get them to fight, but what you do is you charge your lighter, faster unit into the heavy unit. It makes them stop and fight, and then your heavy unit will catch up.
And this can apply to melee infantry,
yes.
Correct?
Yep. So now I've caught you. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna have them charge into you because we're just demonstrating, but
correct.
Because we're going to do more matchup stuff, but I want the units to be whole. But when my unit charges into that, they would stop, and then my heavy cavalry would catch up and finish the fight.
Cool.
Alright. Now we're going to do ranged unit matchups. So bring out your Balearic slingers, and I will bring out my javelin men. Just march them straight out. You can probably actually stop them right there. No, just march them straight out. Yep. Yeah, just stop them right there. That's fine.
Do you still want them in skirmish mode?
No, you can take them out of skirmish mode. Alright, so I'm gonna back my guys up. You can see the range of the unit outlined in red, like a little red cone that comes out of them.
Yeah, you're still well within my range.
Yeah, you are very much outside of my range. Like, by a lot. Like, I think I have to close like half the distance. So, you can see my range on my map. It goes to, right here. Dan's probably extends past my line.
I can almost get. I can hit your spears behind your javelin.
Yeah,
and I can
exactly.
hit your swordsman.
Yeah, I can't even reach your slingers.
At least where I currently am.
Yeah, so a bad ranged unit matchup is javelins against slingers, because the slingers will always be able to hit the javelin from further away. So we'll have them start shooting. So shoot my guys, and I'll shoot your guys. See, my guys immediately have to move up, and his can just start shooting. And they're just going to do a disgusting amount of damage because they're Balearic slingers. You are now finally in range. Right there, you got in range.
Holy cow.
You already got 2
Yeah, because
bars
their
down.
range is about half mine.
Yeah.
Or half the slingers.
So, alright, that's good. That just demonstrated that, so you can have them stop shooting.
Yep.
We don't want to do too much damage because we're going to use them later.
Yeah.
You can pull them back to your line. Now, I only killed 1 of his guys because it took so long, and you killed 10 of mine. 1 second. Getting a text message. Alright. So, a good matchup for ranged unit is, and overall, is like on like. So if you're trying to stop the enemy from piercing your line, you want matchup like on like. Even especially with ranged units.
Right.
You want slingers to hit slingers, you want archers to hit archers. So
just sustain.
Yeah. So I'm gonna march my archers out.
Okay.
The archers have just the tiniest bit shorter range than slingers. My range is 125 and yours is 150. So, you'll be a little bit closer. But the nice thing about them... Oh, also, javelins have, no ammo. I think they have, 7 javelins. Yeah, 7 javelins. Archers have 15 ammo.
Yes.
Keep your slingers out. Slingers have a ton of ammo. What slingers are great for is killing light units. Javelins are great for killing heavy units, and archers are kind of like a 50-50 split. So right now I'm in range, right?
For both, yeah.
Yeah, you're in range for my archers, so you can see how that would be nice. They can still shoot from further away, so you can keep them further back and hit the front line of my infantry. Like if I had my archers behind my infantry line, you would still be able to hit my archers, but that's what cavalry is really for, is to close that gap and take out their ranged units. So we're going to have them shoot at each other real quick so you can see the damage difference.
Alright, I'm firing.
Yep, I am too.
Wait, at which? Oh.
Sorry. Alright, that's good. Pause it. Alright, stop that. Alright, sorry.
You're gonna get help with them.
Alright.
Archers or slingers?
I'm gonna shoot at your Balearic slingers.
Oh, you want me to shoot with my slingers as well?
Yep.
Alright.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Alright, ready?
You're good? Alright, let's go.
So, I have 85. Here's the first volley. He has 87, and now he has 81, and I have 61. Well, wow, that was worse than I was expecting. But, stop it.
Stopping.
The men are wavering.
Damn,
wow,
you
they
just ruined
shredded.
it.
What in the heck?
Yeah, because they ran away. You were shooting them in the back.
Oh. Well, they were shredding them before you turned around.
Yeah, but so I killed, you know, a good number of his slingers. Balearic slingers are kind of OP. I'm not even gonna lie, they're pretty nasty. But they did way more damage, you could see, than the javelin men did, because because they could shoot further away, and they actually have more missile damage. Javelin men have more armor though. All right, I'm gonna charge. Bring your Numidian cavalry out.
Okay.
I'm going to. So this is just going to be a demonstration of like a good and a bad matchup for Cav. So I'm going to charge my Sarissa Cav into his light missile cavalry. Yours, I'd like you to run away. So if you could line it up like we're racing again. Or that works too.
How do you want me to do this?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Do you want me to toggle skirmish mode?
Yes. And then
It is
toggle fire at will too. What the heck?
What is happening?
I have no clue.
Okay,
The game
fire
does
at
that
will's on.
sometimes. Alright.
You're in range.
I'm gonna charge into you.
Yep.
They should be able to shoot while they're riding.
I think the range for skirmish is too wide for the range to shoot.
Okay. Well, it's light versus light, so it's pretty much just a race, and whoever hits the barrier first is gonna stop moving.
Yeah.
But turn your guys around and have them charge in.
Riders advance! As you wish!
Oh my gosh.
Alright. Pull them back, turn off fire at will,
Riders!
and get our numbers.
As you wish! Forward!
Come on, get out of there.
Quickly now!
So I got 45 remaining, and he has 37.
37.
And you even had, you know, a volley and a half of arrows.
Yeah.
So that's an example of a bad matchup. Even though they're both light, the missile cav are not designed for combat. Melee cav will beat shock cav. So bring out your Soci Equites Extraordinary.
Aspis companion cavalry!
And we're not using formations. The formations will change a lot of dynamics, especially with like pikemen and like other infantry. Really will affect how you how much damage you end up taking. All right. So we're gonna. I'm not charging you, but okay, charge.
Oh.
Go ahead, just charge. So you're gonna see here, I'll take a lot of damage on the charge,
Yes, Commander!
or not, because they're very heavy. And then you'll see him start getting whittled down once we get into like a prolonged fight. It's gonna be pretty drawn out because of the weight class difference. But, you know.
Should I recharge? Because that one was kind of...
Well, no, it's fine.
Scuffed.
You still
Alright.
got your charge bonus. But alright, ready, set, pull back.
Your orders! As you command!
And that wasn't too prolonged, and it is already pretty
Yeah.
lopsided.
Yeah. We're just giving quick demos on everything. So I don't have any light melee cav. Do you have light melee cav?
No.
You have heavy. All right, there we go. We'll bring your heavy out.
I have two different. Do you want the Praetorian or the Auxiliary?
The African elephants? No, those
that
are
could
very
work.
heavy. No, those are very heavy. Those Praetorians you just pulled out.
Oh, yeah, they're very heavy.
I just want your heavy. So
Alright,
I'm gonna
auxiliary
pull
it is.
my very heavy shock cav out. So we can see like the matchup difference. Even though they're a weight class down, they'll do better in a fight. Or they should do better in a fight. Hold on, let's see.
I mean, it's still...
Oh, no, you're not. You're not. It's because it's companion cav.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm charging.
So, this is... I picked the wrong unit for this. I should have picked a different one.
Well, we can just not.
Okay, pull back.
Riders, advance!
That was close.
Your orders.
So, I don't have any medium shock cav.
Quickly now.
Oh, that's the only shot cav you have. Oh, we just gotta kind of do that
Yeah.
then. Well, I could do
Yeah,
we could do very heavy versus very heavy.
Well, that's what we just did.
Well, no, it was my shock. Well, it was very heavy versus very heavy, but it was shock versus melee. So we
Oh,
could just do the opposite.
Melee versus... Well, no, it doesn't change anything. It will still have the same result.
True.
And I actually think... Yeah, so that fight would be very close, because companion cavalry actually have a really good melee stat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do your general bodyguard against my very heavy shock cavalry, because companion cavalry is a general's bodyguard unit for Macedon.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, this fight is... We're gonna have to do this like stupid fast, because as soon as I hit you, you're gonna basically die. So charge.
Cool.
Hopefully your general doesn't die on the charge.
Be nice.
Now, they also have half the size. Their bodyguard unit for Rome general cavalry is super low, like on size. Alright, just charge through and...
At the double.
Where are you going?
I'm running away, because I don't want to kill your general.
Cool. Alright, I'm running back away.
Alright, so just look at that real quick. I took two and you took 2, but that was only because you were fighting me while I was running through.
Yes.
On the initial charge, I destroyed. I showed the numbers on my screen if you want to cut that in.
Cool.
But immediately you took 2 casualties and I took none. And the only reason that I took casualties was because I kept riding through and his unit kept fighting mine.
And my general is a max level general.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, mine isn't.
Well, yeah.
Alright. You saw in the video already, like the replay, that charging cav into pike is never a good idea. Charging cav into spears is also never a good idea. So I'm going to bring my spears out here. I am going to put them in a formation, just so that you can attack them from pretty much any side.
Cool.
I'm going to put them
I'll
in...
charge my Praetorian.
Charge whatever cav you feel like throwing away. And then bring your elephants over, and then charge your elephants into them.
Alright.
Hold up, not ready yet.
Tell me when.
Alright, go ahead. So, this just prevents flanking. It lets them be attacked from any side. If you look at me spinning around them, you can see their shields are out on all sides.
Ooh.
So, this doesn't really change anything, it just gives them a little bit of a bonus against cav. But, you can see they got bogged up pretty good. I haven't taken any casualties. He hasn't taken any casualties because of his troop quality. And now it's going to start getting drawn out.
Alright, I'm gonna back out.
No, it's fine. You can keep the fight.
It was gonna start getting lopsided because it's
bloody.
not shot cavalry, it's melee cavalry.
Yeah, but this is melee troops.
Yeah.
So, but that was like a heavy cav unit against a medium spear infantry unit.
Yeah.
And so, you know, even for that, you could see like that medium spear infantry unit held up really well.
Yep.
Like, charge your elephants in. And then, do you have any light infantry?
No.
We don't have any light infantry on this battlefield.
I have medium infantry.
No, it's fine. Heavy cav will just destroy medium. So here's the elephants. It's going to be absolutely disgusting. They're literally just going to steamroll them. Retreat, pull them back, pull them back, pull them back.
Holy
pull them
cow!
back, pull them back, pull them back.
Holy cow! I didn't look for 2 seconds and it went from 115 to 40.
Yeah.
And I still have all my elephants.
Yeah. Alright, now do the same thing to
Sheesh.
these pikes. We know what happens when you charge infantry, or cav into it, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. Alright, do you want the elephants?
Yeah, charge the
I'll let
elephants.
you get set up.
Alright, make sure you charge them in square. And the only reason we're having them charge in square is because it's representing having a whole line. You wouldn't
Alright,
be able
ready?
to flank. You wouldn't be able to flank a full strength army. Yep, go ahead.
Correct.
Well, I mean, you would be able to. It's just a lot harder. So, I'm gonna rotate my unit real quick.
Yeah.
Companions, follow me.
All right, that should be pretty square. So, these are my general's bodyguard unit. I can recruit these as like a regular unit in an army, so this isn't too far off from what I'd be able to get into a fight. But watch, the big difference here. And it stopped right there. You go.
Oh
They
man.
They don't
The
charge
line
straight
held.
through. Yeah, the line actually held.
Well, you've only lost one guy.
Yep.
I've lost an
And
elephant.
Now you've lost an elephant. All right, pull back,
Just
pull
like-
back. You're about to get smushed. Pull back.
Yep.
So I lost 5 guys, and you
And
lost 4
I
elephants.
lost 4 elephants.
Now, the reason that's a good trade is because I have 120 guys, and he only has 9 elephants.
Yeah, the percentage.
The percentage is very off. Don't charge cav in a spear, so we're gonna show you a different spear unit. We're gonna have you charge into my hoplites. You can pick whatever cav unit you want.
By your command.
All right.
And
And
then
you don't want any formation?
no, not for this. I was just
Actually,
showing
no.
that for the.
I'll stick
I was
with-
just showing that for the spearmen.
Melee cavalry.
I'll stick with the auxiliary.
Pick one of your like less good cav units. Yeah, your auxiliaries would be better
yeah.
for this.
All right.
All right,
Here
so
they come.
charge them into the hoplites first, and then charge them into the thorax swordsmen to show the
Yep.
difference.
Ready.
Give me 1 second. I gotta rotate them.
Follow
Alright,
me.
there you go. Hold up. Pull back. Pull back. Oh, never mind. All right.
Oh,
so
come on. I told them to halt. Hey, they
It's okay.
did.
It's okay.
I might lose a horse. That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, you lost 1. All right. Do it again after they reform. You lost 2. All right. Hold up.
That's
All right.
that's not the worst thing.
No. Sorry, that was a bad example. I was rotating my guys. They weren't set for bracing, so.
All right, ready?
All right. Yep. Charge them in. So, you're going to charge them into, see they brace, and then the horse charges into them. Now, that's devastating, right? You already lost 1 horseman. And now the fight's going to get a little bit drawn out, but especially if it's lighter cav, it does a lot more damage. Bring your ranged unit over and charge them in.
The horses?
Yes. Bring your unit out of the fight, though. I don't want them to completely all die. Wait for my unit to reform, too. So, I came out of that with 100. I lost 10, and he lost 20. Or 18.
Alright, tell me
So-
when you're ready.
So, bring your auxiliary cav over to the right side, because you're going to charge them into the melee infantry next.
Okay.
And then my spearmen are set. So, you know,
Alright, I'm
heavy
charging
cav.
the Numidian.
Yep. So, You saw how the spearmen they took 19 kills on him. Nope, charged, not ranged.
Oh. Where's the melee
Block
mode?
melee mode is the cross swords, bottom left.
There it is. Wait, back up. They
Okay,
just got within 2 feet and we're like,
I'm gonna shoot you. But that's what ranged units are good for. So now these guys should brace.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. They're gonna switch to bracing.
Your guys are gonna toast these dudes.
Yeah, you already lost guys. So never charge cavalry into a pike line or a spear line. All right, pull him back.
Oh yeah.
I lost 2 guys and he lost like 5 or 7.
All right, I'm gonna take the auxiliary cavalry and charge your swordsmen.
Yes. And then you're gonna charge them with your auxiliary Numidian next. Just so you know, the engagement was like 4 seconds long, and he lost like, I think he lost like 15, 12, 13 guys.
Something like that.
So here's the difference, right? Boom. No losses on my side. How many did you charge with? 38, right?
38, yeah.
So you can even see on your banner it says superior local force.
I've lost 2. You've lost none.
Yeah.
3.
It's cause my melee attack's a lot higher. There's 1.
2. To
So I
5.
think it has to do with because they're melee cavalry. Pull them back. We also have very like sturdy units, which is like a bad way to example this.
Yeah. All right. I'm charging the auxiliary Numidian. I'm about to lose the auxiliary Numidian. If
Yeah,
I
they're probably all
fight
gonna
for
die.
too long.
Just like have them charge in and leave, but you'll see that the initial charge will have a lot less impact on them. So you lost 1. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Pull
Yep.
back. Pull back. Pull
Pulling
back.
back.
I lost none, and you lost, I don't know, a few. Like I said, it's a bad. We don't have all of the units we need to example this very well.
Correct.
Because the issue is like these are all heavy units, so they're all maxed on like attack. So if you charge into them, it's going to be a bad example. Do you want to pull out and pull some lighter units into example with?
That could work. And maybe we do that in another video, because this is a good example of types of units, even if they're very heavy or not.
I mean,
like not charging your melee cavalry into a whole host of heavy melee infantry.
Yeah, don't. And here's what we'll do.
Melee infantry at your command.
Charge them into the back of my melee infantry and show the difference. So you saw this will be a good example. This is a bad matchup would be charging your cav into the front of an infantry unit.
Yes.
This is an example of a good matchup, charging your cavalry into the back of an infantry unit.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yep, much
All right.
more lopsided. All right, pull back. It's good.
Break off.
It also has a morale impact. So
Ready for orders.
even though these are a little bit too heavy of a unit to really example charging into different formations well, you can still see charging into the rear would be is always a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all we got right now. We'll go into different types of matchups in a different video. Oh, do you wanna? I mean, heavy's always gonna beat light. Oh, you wanna fight?
Companion cavalry.
Continue talking. Don't mind me.
Your orders. Glory to Commander.
Don't mind me one bit. Oh, nothing's happening here.
Suckies.
Hey guys, Danny Boy here. As you can see, we're about to start some shenanigans. Kind of takes a lot of time, and we never really close out this episode. Our first episode of Weekend Shenanigans. If you would like to see what this looks like, let us know, and we'll just kind of toss together some random comps, put it in the comments. We'll see what we can pull together. But anyways, thanks for watching. Check you guys next time.